Following the tragedy in Basilan that took the lives of 19 individuals, an emergency management expert shared four main reasons why marine vessels sink. Our Gab Villegas details in this report the survival tips in the event of such situations.
Yesterday, when the Roro MV Krisha Kirstin 3 sinks in the waters of Basilan with almost 350 people on the said Roro. At the latest count, the number of those who have been reported dead rising to 19, while 24 are still being searched. According to emergency management expert Dr. Ted Esguerra, there are four main reasons why marine vessels sink. First, there is the seaworthiness of the ship. Second is the internal safety induction, which marine vessels are obliged to have a Type A personal flotation device.
Kung makita mo sa Pilipinas, kung ikutin mo, kung saan-saan na nila pinapagawa yung mga flotation devices, hindi na susunod yung type. Kasi dapat pag sinunod mo yung type, merong adult, halos one size fits all. Merong mga extra large for bariatrics, no? Merong pangbata. Tapos pangalawa, may mga pito yan, tapos may mga ilaw na pag sumausal sa tubig, mag-light automatic yun.
The third factor is the internal agreement, which applies when there is overload in the payload of sea vehicles.
This is not new. Talaga ito yung medyo malaking problema natin at nakakalusot sa mata ng Coast Guard.
And the last is the weather condition. In this situation, what should be done, especially by people who cannot swim? According to Doc Ted, the flotation device should be correctly worn when boarding a boat or ship.
Paano tayo mag-survive is dependent sa weather of the day. Pag hindi naman gaanong malamig ang panahon at may flotation ka, pwede. Meron pong mga, kung wala ka pong, kasi malit lang naman yan, wala tayong mga life raft. No? Kailangan dikit-dikit lang yung mga tao. Pag nagdikit ka, elbow, dikit. Pwede kayo mag-form ng circle. Tapos yung katawan nyo nakaganon. Dikit ang katawan. Para, ang tawag po dyan ay HELP, H-E-L-P. Heat Emission Lessening Posture.
Doc Ted also advised that when in the middle of the sea, one should find debris that can be dumped.
Maghanap ka ng debris na masampaan mo siya. Kasi in time, pag malakas ng alon, bibitaw at bibitaw, so you will consume lots of effort.
You should also not go against the flow of the waves.
As much as possible, alalay ka lang, sumabay ka lang sa drip. Kasi pag kontrahin mo yan, ubusin ka niya. So hayaan mo mag-drip. Halimbawa, yun yung destination ko. Ang drip ko nasa right ko. So ang style of swimming ko is 45. Hindi ako dito mag-swim kasi pag dito ako mag-swim, doon ako pupulutin sa malayo. So dito. So hayaan ko lang siya, tapos alalay lang. Alalay na swim, huwag kang mag-aggressive. Swim ka lang, no? Mag-float kasi mag-float ka naman eh. Gamitin mo yung paa. Huwag kang masyadong magsigi-sigaw kasi mag-exhaust ka.
When you see a person or a boat in the distance, wave slowly.
Ang kaway mo is pahinga. Drip ka ulit. Swim, tapos pahinga, kaway. Pag nagkaway, pwedeng dalawang tao. Halimbawa, 10 tayo. Dalawa lang. Okay, tayong dalawa lang kakaway. Yung iba, sige, tulak lang tayo, usad. Pag may lumayo, bata, lagay sa gitna, drift tayo, dalawa lang kakaway. Ganyan ang style. Hindi pwedeng lahat, hindi pwedeng sumigaw because no one can hear you. Namamatay ang tao because of exhaustion din.
Doc Ted also shared the personal locator beacon or PLB can be cheaply bought with a feature that sends an emergency SOS signal via satellite to search and rescue teams and authorities. He also has suggestions to the public to further prevent casualties in sea accidents.
Siguro naman kaya mong pumili at ikaw makadiscriminate kung yung boat na sinaksyan mo ay maayos. Saan mo nakikita? Makikita mo sa review sa internet. Kung ito maayos, malinis, well-stocked, tapos manood ka ng TV, grabe yung safety induction.
Gab Villegas from the National TV Network for New and Better Philippines.